And that's when I met Boz at Bumbershoot. Did the same thing. Shot some photos, shot some video. Like I didn't hit him up. Like I was just there shooting with the local acts, and I got to stay around. So I stayed in the pit, shot some shit, and I met him after the show and the DJ, and I was like, I sent them the video next day, and they were like, "Yo, it was my best video ever because I was on point."
What's up, everybody? This is the Untapped Potential Podcast, and today our special guest is none other than Chase Fade, a videographer from the Seattle area. What's going on, Chase? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. How you guys doing?
Good. Welcome to the show, man.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. How you handling this heat?
It's bad.
Crazy out here.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
I love the AC right now.
No, this is perfect. When I grew up, like I had AC my whole life. I feel like, and then I moved out.
You're like, I
and
need
this
that.
shit is different. I'm not ready. I wasn't prepared for this.
You're like, do I open the windows? Do I keep them closed?
No, literally, I asked my friend this morning. I was like, "Yo, you guys like closing the windows, the blinds? What's the situation?"
Yo.
He's like, "Oh, we're in the basement. It's a lot cooler. I'm on the third floor, so like
They got a cheat code.
Yeah, the heat rises. I'm getting hit.
Man, it's crazy out here.
Hey, we're staying cool.
Yeah, no, that's cool, man. So you have, there's a lot to talk about for you, man. You do a lot of things. I introduced you as a videographer, but you do a lot more than that too. You rap. You kind of hosted the Seattle Sessions. You had the Seattle Cyphers too. You have kind of this umbrella organization called Diamonds Dancing, right?
Yeah.
So I kind of want to talk about that a little bit. But let's start a little bit with you. What was your upbringing like, and just a little bit about your background.
I feel like a small town kid. I didn't feel like that when I was growing up, but I'm from Snohomish, like couple hours, 20 minutes north of Seattle, really. Just love rap music, but like. There's nothing there. Like there's no scene in Snohomish.
How small is Snohomish, like population wise?
Small, man. I don't know. It felt big to me, like until you like branch out. Like I'd never go to Seattle unless it's like with my dad or something, or like a Mariners game or some shit. But like then when you get older, you're like, damn, like there's a whole another world out there. I never really, acknowledged that. But it's pretty small, man. It's a small town.
Yeah, so small town.
Farmland shit. Yeah,
I grew up in a small town, so I know what you mean. Everybody knows everybody.
Yeah. No.
Not
it's
that small.
It's not that small, but like I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. It's farmland shit. There's probably like 1,000, 2,000 people. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't even know what's small anymore.
Did you grow up like on a farm or working on a farm at all?
Oh no. Like there's just suburb life,
Oh, okay.
Just a regular house.
No farm on the house.
Yeah. No farm shit.
Cool.
I had a buddy that had a
Chickens.
farm, but like, shit, they're lit. Like farm life is easy.
Yeah.
It's good money.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What was your introduction to music? Like you just always grew up listening to hip hop, or you listen to different type, and then you got.
I was like heavy on the Beatles for a while. Like
Beatles.
rock was like booming in like the 2000s. Like MTV, like when you used to watch videos on MTV, that was like my first like deep dive into music. And then I think I listened to like Ice Cube. Today Was a Good Day. I was like, this shit's fire.
That was the
and then
one.
my buddy gave me a copy of Get Rich or Die Trying, the 50 Cent movie. Like that shit was fucking crazy.
Yeah,
8 Mile, everyone's seen 8 Mile. Like that's a classic white rapper like favorite fan film.
Yeah.
Like everyone want to be Eminem when they're.
That's low key your favorite. You didn't want to say it though.
Oh, hell yeah! I know every line of that. Like the last.
It
rap
won an
battles.
Academy Award for a reason.
Yeah,
dog.
come on, put some respect on that
Let's
shit.
go.
Body that shit. That's definitely my
that's
favorite.
cool, man.
Yeah. So shit, I think I watched that and just got hooked from there.
That was the intro. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And when did you get into actually? Because you're actually a rapper too, right? Like you do that, and you actually do video and photography. What came first?
Rapping for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, one day I got a MacBook like that, like, and I saw that it had GarageBand. I was like, oh shit, like you can make music on this shit. I did not know that. I was like, oh, you got to go to a studio. You got to do something like real official. I was like, I can be on my iPod like today. I made like a 20-second song just trying to like figure out how to work the shit, like figuring out the mics, figuring out the setup. I was like running to my friends. I was like, yo, I'm on my iPod. This is crazy. I didn't even know you could do that shit. I thought you had to go through like iTunes or whatever. I don't know. Like just a young kid trying to figure out.
It's complicated.
Yeah. I was like 17, 18, just trying to figure out like how the fuck to work this shit. And, just got hooked from that. Like I was like just deep dive into making music, started making beats. And yeah, that definitely came first, I think. Rapping and then making beats and then videos.
Got you.
I would shoot my own videos. So that's why I was like, I couldn't afford, videographers, but I was like, actually, I wanted videos to be first. Like, But nobody in Snohomish was fucking with me. There's like 2 rappers in Snohomish, so like they're not fucking with you. You got to figure it out. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna just make my own music and I'll shoot the videos for it and figure it out. So I'll do selfie mode, whatever it took, tripod. Like my buddies weren't that good. Like everything's out of focus. So I'm like, shit, man, I gotta hire someone. So I started paying people, like trying to figure it out. And I was like, why don't I just like, now that I know a lot of people, why don't I just hit them up and start doing videos like I originally wanted? Because I kind of got burnt out from making music.
I feel that. So you were doing the music, but your passion was the video.
Yeah, like my first curiosity was like, yo, how does a music video even be made? Like, I don't like. I just always try to follow my curiosity. Like, let's see where it takes you.
What drew you into videos? Was it like seeing like the emotion of the lyrics come out onto the screen, and like, did that make you feel involved, or what was it?
Shit, just watching those MTV videos, I was like, how does this shit even work? How do you put this together? Like, how does a song work? Like how'd you get that guy on the feature? Like, I didn't know how anything worked. I'm from Snohomish. Like, I'm just like, I'm so green to everything. I was just like, so curious. I was like, let me just figure it out. So YouTube, shit, Google, you trying to figure out like, how the fuck does a song come together? I'm starting booking studio sessions and, oh, that's how you do this. That's how you do this. And then, just snowballs from there, really.
So you were like, somebody made this happen, and you were interested around like the engineering of it and how it came to life. And
I fell in love with the journey. I feel like people are scared of the work and the process, but like I started just deep diving and like I just love the process of making something. Like the end result's cool, and that's what we all strive for. But at the end of the day, it's all about the work.
Got you. So you embraced the work.
Yeah.
When did it go from being a hobby to like, no, I'm gonna do this for real? Like, I'm gonna go all in. You bought equipment and stuff.
It was like 2018. I like bought a new camera. It's like an old camera, but like I just bought something. I'm like, I'm just gonna go deep dive into videos. Like, I'm doing rapping, I'm making beats. Let me just focus on one thing, because when you're all over the place, I do this shit all the time. I feel like every creative does this. Is like they just stretch themselves too thin, doing 8 different things. Like, shit, if you're gonna do a podcast, just do a podcast. If you're gonna rap, just rap. Yep. At least at first, like you can do everything at one point, but just focus.
Build one first, and then
exactly. Yeah, like I noticed, like Pharrell does a lot of shit. Like he's got a clothing brand, he makes beats, he does all this, but he started just with the music for years, and then you can branch out like as the shit works. But yeah, so I just focused in. I think it was like 2018, top of 2018. I was like, I'm doing videos. Like, it's over.
2018, so that was about 3 years ago.
Shit, yeah.
What was your big breaking moment?
Bumper shoot.
Bumbershoot.
Yeah, I was like probably 10 months into making videos.
Yeah.
I was just doing everybody's recaps. Like I said, I was focused. Like if I wasn't at work, I'm editing or I'm shooting. Like every show opportunity I could get, I'm just DMing people like, please, like, I'll shoot your shit. Here's this. I worked on this guy. Like, I know your friend. Like, just let me get a chance. I'll do it for free, whatever. Just getting experience. And then people start hiring, start snowballing.
What was that like going in and putting yourself out there when you knew you were pretty new to it,
Oh, man, I was super nervous. Like, my first video, like it was my buddy. Like, I met through rapping. Like, I made it beats for him. Like, we've had songs together. But I was like, man, like, let me shoot your next video. He was like, let's do it. Like, for free? Shit, let's do it. Like, it's a no-brainer. And then I just got on set, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but, like, hey, stand over there. Like, you're just trying to figure out, like, I don't know. It comes from experience. You start getting those nerves out and, like, learning what you like, what you don't like. You start building your style up. It's like rappers' first songs are usually not that good because they're just trying to sound like their favorite artists. And same with your videos. Like, you're just trying to make something that's, like, the people you look up to.
Yep.
And, it takes time, but you start getting that experience and you build it up.
You gain that confidence and build your style around it, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I'm like, hey, I don't like videos that look like this. I'm not going to do that. It's like taking, like, let's say you have 10 options and you're just whittling down the ones you don't like. And then whatever's left, that's your style. Really.
Yeah. That's cool.
That's cool, man.
At least for me.
So, kind of moving into, 2018 Bumbershoot, I'm sure like reaching out to these rappers or these artists, you didn't have like much of a portfolio, but like, did you feel, what were like the most interesting responses that you got from them? Did you feel like they just kind of ignored your email for the most part? I imagine they did, right? Or
no, I feel like, Gary Vee?
Yeah.
Like, he was like, just lead with value. Like, he's like, DM 100 people every day, like, whatever, like, say, like, don't, everyone DMs you like, hey, I really, it's my passion. I really like this. I graduated from here. Like, no one gives a fuck. Like, What do what do they get from your value? Like,
exactly.
So I would literally go, it would be like the shortest paragraph, like, hey, I see you got a show tomorrow. Like, I will shoot that shit for free. I will give you this, this, and this. 60-second recap. I'm going to give you photos. Next day, turn around. Yes or no?
Wow. So they're like, why turn this down?
Bro, I got so many shows from that, literally that little template.
Interesting.
Yeah. You almost made
I would
it
only hit
impossible
people.
for them
Like,
to
it's
say
like,
no.
how do you, like, say no to that?
Yeah.
It's free.
Yeah.
Worst case, like, the
You don't
photos
use
suck
it.
and they don't post it. Like,
I don't like it.
Cool.
Yeah.
But, like, I was like, no, I'm going to get at least one good photo. I'm going to give them a pack. Like, the turnaround time is crazy. Like, it's a no-brainer. And people were just loving the fact that, like, I'd send them a Dropbox the next day and be like, damn, like, this shit's actually solid. Like, yeah, I would stay up all night, like, because I just was passionate about it. I was like, man, I just shot. Like, my first big show was Sam LaChow. And, like, now that's the homie, I feel like. And we shot a couple videos already. But, like, that was, like, someone I listened to growing up. Like, once I dove into rap, like, it was just all Seattle shit. And, like, the biggest shit. Like, Blue Scholars, Sam LaChow, Raz, fucking, you name it. Like, I was working with them. And I just wanted to be, like, a part of the Seattle scene in any way I could. And it was, like, crazy because I DM'd the opener. And then I went early. You know, if you show up early, you show up, you just put in the work. Yeah. Shit starts working out. It was weird. It was like this, like, I don't know. Everything starts like law of attraction, right?
Right.
Shit started happening. Oh my God. Like, I got to the show early and I met Sam and I was like, he's like, hey, my videographer's out of town. Like, do you want to shoot the show? I was like, hell yeah, I want to shoot the show. And I got on stage and I was like, it's like everything clicked, you know? It was one of those moments. I was like, oh yeah.
Was that the first show you filmed?
Yeah, that was the first show I ever did. You know, I shot every performer that night.
Yeah.
Turned around the videos, you know, the same day.
That's a grind though, man. I have a few friends that are photographers, videographers, and they tell me about that. They're like, you know, I spent a few hours doing the actual show. And I go home and I'm editing for hours and then I send it to them. Right. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, like, man. So it was like 10 months of that. And then people loved it. Like, Sam posted that video the next day, it went crazy. And, you know, I'm like, I was off to the races. And that's when I met Boz at Bumbershoot. Did the same thing. Shot some photos, shot some video. Like, I didn't hit him up. Like, I was just there shooting with the local acts. And I got to stay around. So I stayed in the pit, shot some shit. And I met him after the show and the DJ. And I was like, you know, I sent them the video next day. And they were like, yo, it was my best video ever because I was on point. Like, I did 50 shows before that.
You knew what you were doing, at that point. You got a formula going. And
it's still one of my favorite videos. Like, it was a quick recap, but, like, man, it went crazy. He was like, he just happened to drop his album. Yeah, you know, it's people say it's luck, but, like,
it all happens for a reason.
Yeah, like, I put in that work for 10 months trying to, like, literally laser focus. All I did was show recaps. I was the best one in Seattle. I don't give a fuck. Like,
you heard
I just knew that. No, like, at the time, like, I just knew that. Like, there was no one else doing it. And, you know, he was like, bro, I'm trying to take you on the road. Like, you know, that was my, I guess, make or break moment.
That's crazy, man. So Boz did you run into him by chance or was it kind of planned where you kind of like, I'm gonna be right here?
You know, it's funny. Like, it was Boz and T-Pain was performing at the other stage. Okay. And I was like, I was like, man, do I go see T-Pain or see Boz? Like, fuck it, let's do Boz.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because, you know, Grinch, he's from Seattle. He's like an OG rapper. Yeah, like, he's the homie. That's how I met Chris, actually, a visual subject. He was shooting for Grinch, doing photos. And then we met and we were linking up and I shot the show for Grinch, did the recap or whatever. And same thing, like, I hit him up like, hey, I'll do the video for you. Yeah. Let's run it. And then he was like, cool. And I met Chris, shot the show, and then, you know, just met Boz like after the fact. And then sent it over. And they were like, damn, the turnaround time is crazy. And you did photos and the shit is fire. Like, yo, it's a no-brainer, you know?
So what was he looking for a videographer at that time, or what was his situation with that?
Yeah, of course.
It's another thing that lined up too.
Yeah, because I mean,
crazy.
It's like, even if he did have someone that was like, you know, decent, how you gonna beat someone that's like literally the same day like made that shit happen?
You just stepped up to the plate. That's cool.
It's just like the divine timing, you know.
Yeah, and so he brought you with him on tour.
Yeah. We did nationwide. We did international.
Crazy. Wow. So how long were you on tour for then?
It was like 4 months.
Oh wow. Yeah. What countries did he go to on the tour?
Shit. So U.S. and Canada for sure. A lot of European countries. We did Australia, New Zealand. Damn, I don't even remember. Like,
it was just a blur.
Amsterdam. Yeah, no, it happened so fast. Like, you know, you're in and out of a city in a day, less than a day. You know, spend a lot of time on the freeways. Everyone's like, "Oh, that's so cool! You get to see all these cities." Like, yeah, maybe. Yeah. Even on the off days, I'm still working because you know we're getting content, walking around.
Dude.
I remember Paris was dope. Amsterdam was cool because you could just smoke weed wherever you want. You know,
it's crazy. Yeah. What was your favorite memory from the whole tour?
Man, meeting J. Cole for sure.
Where was that at?
It was in North Carolina, and the New York show was lit. But like, there was a lot of cool moments. But yeah. We met him backstage. Shit was just
Are you
my favorite rapper.
Fan? Yeah, your favorite rapper
easily. Of all time.
That's crazy.
That must have been a surreal moment for you because I saw some photographs that you had posted with him in the studio, just writing in his notebook.
Yeah.
Actually, we have your Instagram pulled up, so we might just pull that up as we're talking it over.
Yes, sir.
There it is. So yeah, was this then? It was the first time you met him. This photo?
No, this is the Revenge of the Dreamers shit. That was like a couple months after.
Talk about that too. What was
that? That's when I met him. That was in North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And how is he? Like, just did he meet your expectations or
for sure?
Him? Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. Like people say never meet your idols, but I was like, shit, I'm good. Like,
seems like a humble guy.
Oh, for sure. It's almost crazy. Like it's exactly the same. You know.
These are some dope photos, man.
What was meeting him like? Like that moment? Was it backstage? Was it?
He was on the bus, and I was like, everyone was acting weird. Like security guard was acting weird, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. Like he's like, clear out the green room. Let's clear out everything. I'm like, what the fuck? It's North Carolina. Like, what's the deal? Like, New York's tomorrow. I figured he was gonna pop out for New York because it's the biggest show. Boz is from New York. But everyone's like, no, J. Cole's coming. I was like, I doubt it, but fuck, it's North Carolina. That's where he's from. Shit. Then I just walked on the bus and I saw him. I was like, what the fuck? I said, yo, you changed my life, bro. Like, what do you say to the guy that literally my whole life listened to, you know?
Yeah, man. Shit. Your elevator speech.
Friday Night Lights, the warm up.
Bro, it's crazy. And then I didn't get a photo on the bus or whatever because the show was about to happen and I was like, man, I gotta do something. Like I can't this is crazy. Yeah. And I went backstage. He was waiting to pop up for Tribe because that's the song they got together.
Oh yeah.
And I went up to the security guard. I was like, hey, can I get a pic? He said, fuck it, go. So I just, did that shit real quick. It's funny.
Shit, yeah. No, that's cool, man. That's cool.
Yeah, we did the Dreamer shit.
And that was the pic right there.
Yeah, that was the pic.
Yeah.
Say, can I get a pic?
Clearly very excited.
Yeah.
That's dope, man.
He's looking at the camera like, what the hell's going on?
Because, bro, think about this. I used to, I just believe in the law of attraction. I just, live by that shit. And I fucking did that shit. I used to tweet, when I first started, the 10 months prior, I tweeted at J. Cole, some dumb shit. He's not going to see it, but, it's just the idea of putting it out there. And I said, film for J. Cole or die trying. Because he did that shit with Jay-Z. He's like, make a beat for, produce for J. Cole or Jay-Z or die trying. Yeah. Same shit. So, I was like, let me do that shit. I tweeted him. I was like, yo, at Bumbershoot, I put the flyer. I was like, yo, everyone tag, his manager, the fucking odds of that shit. And I fucking...
And it happened.
It happened. I met Boz there. I filmed Boz at Bumbershoot, and then I filmed for J. Cole that day.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Made it happen. It's crazy.
They say that, I don't know who exactly says this, but I've heard this quite often that, whatever your goal is in life, as long as you work hard towards it, you'll find a way to reach it, but it won't come in the way that you expect it to come.
For sure.
I'm paraphrasing, but that's essentially what
Yeah, that makes...
And I feel like this happened to you because, even though you may not have met him during the Bumbershoot festival, you met him eventually and you manifested that into reality. And that's
I want to add to that shit, I thought it was going to be through rapping or making beats, Oh,
you thought you were going to connect artist to artist type shit.
Right. Yeah. I was like, oh, I'm going to be signed to Dreamville. Everyone says that shit. But you gotta have the awareness. You gotta pivot too. I just told someone this the other day. He's a rapper, but he's just starting out. He's finding the sound. I'm like, hey, just be open to other avenues. You can get to the same goal, different ways. There's a lot of different ways to make the same way.
That's dope, man. That's dope. I want to talk about the Seattle sessions. Do you want to lead into that?
Yeah, man. Well, I actually want to talk about the Seattle Ciphers first because that was before the sessions.
Yeah,
what was that like? Because I saw them, man. Solid.
I was like, let me just do the XXL shit for Seattle. There's so many talented people. Let me fucking put it on for the city,
Yeah. What was that like? Like just reaching out to all these artists? Were these people that you already had connections with?
Yeah, I worked with a lot of these people already, so I was like, man, let me just get a group of people together and let's make it happen.
Yeah, what was the venue? I really like the venue that you used.
That's my old job.
Oh,
like
really?
The warehouse at my job, yeah.
Oh shit!
So I was like, bro, this place looks dope. Like, I'm not trying to pay for something. Like, let me just thug it out here, some rap shit. I feel like I've shot videos at every job I ever had.
Yeah.
This is Seattle Cypher episode 5.
So this is the 5th episode of Seattle Cyphers, but this is the warehouse that you said you worked at.
Oh no, this last one. Because I left that job, I had to rent something. So this is just like a
gotcha.
Airbnb.
This
or
one
something.
you actually rented.
This is one of the better ones.
This is with Django,
Macintosh, NMC went crazy.
Yeah.
And so so give us a little bit of context around like as you're filming this and what happens in post production. So you're editing all the video and you're taking all the video, obviously, but are you also mixing the audio? Or are you working with other folks?
No, we had my guy Skip. He's an engineer. He's like literally off to the side right there recording.
Oh wow!
And then he'll mix it after. At first, we didn't know how to do it. Like I was playing a speaker and then I had the DJ recording and it sounded terrible. The first episode is bad, but I still wanted to put it out because I still like it. But like,
yeah, I feel like I was wondering that too. I was like, do they record it before and then they do the video, kind of just mouthing over what they freestyled?
No, it's live. It's always live.
Wow.
People are always like, yeah, I want to do it. I want to just record it and then we can just like do a music video. I'm like, nah, like that's the point of a cypher is like that energy. I love when you can hear the people like screaming like, yo, that shit was crazy. Yeah, I love that.
In
shit.
that moment.
That's real. Like this is real performance.
That sounds really good too for being
This
live.
shit's like DJ shit, so it's like it's a little crazy, but I still think it's solid.
Yeah. Are you? So how many cameras do you have going on here? Because it looks like multiple.
Me in the middle, and then I had my guy, the Manzano Bros, on both sides.
Oh, gotcha.
And then we had like another guy like doing VHS. Chris even did those 2 last episodes.
Oh wow. Does anybody like ever fuck up in the middle of it? Like,
for sure. Yeah. Okay. We give everyone 3 takes and like we'll take the best one, or like one guy couldn't do it in 3 takes, so he spit a old verse. Like that's how it goes.
Yeah.
I'll let y'all guess who it was.
What was your favorite one?
My favorite verse or like favorite episode?
Favorite episode.
Ooh, I really like episode 4. It's got Katil, Saul, Javon, and Nestra. I don't know, just the vibe in that room was crazy. It's like some real hip hop shit, but like, I don't know. Everyone fucked with each other. It was like really genuine. Like, Saul met Katil that day, and I feel like they're still good friends now.
Oh,
It's always a good energy when people are just vibing. And
it makes for the best type of outcome too, and everybody's like digging the environment, feeling it.
Cool, man. How many episodes of this did you do?
We've done 5. I'm thinking about bringing it back. But that's, I guess, season 1 is like the first 5.
Yeah, I'm sure you get a lot of people saying, "Hey, man, when are the Seattle Cyphers?" I know I asked you that when we met a while back.
I'm just busy. We're just getting the sessions shit done, and life, Corona, whatever.
That's cool, man. Because I feel like a lot of Seattle rappers don't really get that attention, and when you look up like Seattle Cypher or something like, and these pop up, it kind of puts a spotlight on the talent.
For sure, that's all it's
So
about.
I think it's really cool.
That's what Diamonds Dancing was supposed to be, is a platform,
Yeah.
Nice.
music videos, whatever.
And then from there, you did the Seattle sessions.
Mm-hmm.
So that was it was a weekend, right?
Yeah, it was one weekend. It was like 2 full days of studio time up at Studio Sage, and we just invited as many people as we thought we could fit in the building.
Yeah.
We brought them out.
There's a lot of different people up in this corner.
Yeah, we're playing the Seattle Sessions Volume 1 trailer, and as this is playing, let's talk a little bit about like the context of what happened. So this was filmed back in January 2020.
Yeah.
So
Right before Corona hit.
right.
Like doing this now, it feels a little different. I don't know if it's possible.
But like, what made you? Because you organized this whole event, right? So, what made you say like, "Hey, man, like, let's just get everybody in a room"? Because this is a very unique type of like, I guess, recording session where you invite everybody. There's a ton of people in the room, and you guys are just vibing. Like, what? How did that come to life?
Yeah. So like my buddy Dave Bird, like he's one of the first people I shot with. He was like, "Yo, I'm in Edmonds. I got a session. Pull up." And I was like, "Is it gonna be like a house party or something like a house studio?" Like I've been to I feel like every studio in Seattle. Like they're usually pretty small or whatever. I was like, I was expecting a house. I pull up and it's Studio Sage, and this place is fucking. It's pretty big, bro. Like it's got this big live room. It's got a couple different rooms, a big booth. Like I was like, bro, this is crazy. Like where has this been my whole life? Like I live right down the street from this shit. Like this is nuts. And then I met Cameron from Studio Sage. He's the engineer, and he was like, yeah, I've always kind of wanted to do like a Dreamville type session. And I was like, that's crazy. Like, I was there.
I've been manifesting it.
I was just there.
Dave or somebody said like, yeah, you know he was there, right? He was like, yeah, I think I did see that. Like I didn't know Cameron before this, but I was like, man, we should make it happen. Like I'll do the video. Like you got the space, obviously. Mm-hmm. He's like, yeah, I'll bring a bunch of engineers. Like I'll bring all the videographers and fucking like I know a lot of people from Seattle just from working with music videos, recaps, and all that shit. I had the network. I was like, let's bring everybody that you fuck with that comes here and like you rock with, and I'll bring everybody I know. Like let's just see who pulls up. Yeah. Basically,
it's cool too. You did like a whole campaign, like rolling it out too. From what I remember, you had like these flyers, right? With
we just copied the Dreamville shit. Like shout out Felton from Dreamville. He's like the graphic design guy. He did the golden ticket shit. Like
okay.
And I was like, bro, that's a great way to build buzz for the event. Yeah. People feel included. Like, oh, I didn't get an invite. Like I remember just being at the Dreamville sessions, like seeing that, and then like I was like, man, we should just do the same shit. I'm always like, how can I do this for Seattle? Like, there's nothing new under the sun, and people have done recording sessions before the Dreamville shit, before my shit. Like this is nothing new, but like, how do I make it different?
Yeah.
Like the Dreamville shit was just people they rock with, and it was like, just at in Atlanta, like it was just more for them. But this is like, how do we do this for Seattle? Like it's all Seattle artists.
Yeah.
But mostly Pacific Northwest, really. Some Tacoma, some Django from Spokane.
Yeah.
Like we had a good representation of like all of Washington, I feel like.
What was that like, just being in that room once it actually happened and everybody coming through?
Man, we were blown away. Like we didn't even know how many people we could fit. We're like, maybe we could do like 30, 40 people. And then Cameron was like, no, I had a party last week, bro, and we had 50 people, and it was so much space. I was like, wow. All right, bet I'm going to try to send more invites. Like, or like people that got invites were, I was like trying to figure out how to schedule this. How do you bring all these people? Like, what if everyone shows up at once? Yeah. Like, what if no one shows up and like it's whack? Like, that could have happened so fast. Yeah. What if there's like 10 people and like, I don't know. It just felt like the energy was getting crazy because everyone's like, man, I want to invite. Like, how do I get this shit? Like, and someone's like, yo, I'm going to be there the entire day. Like, I'm going to be there. So I was like, oh, shit, maybe it's going to be crazy. And, yeah, people started piling in pretty quick. Katil was there first. Like, this dude's, like, work ethic is crazy.
Yeah.
He was there from, like, what is it? I think we started at, like, noon or 2 p.m., and then he was there till 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning. I was like, bro, they got to shut this shit down. He's in there making beats and shit. He just took advantage of the opportunity. He knew, like, it was going to be something cool. Yeah, we had, I think, 150 people each night, like, file through.
Wild.
16-hour days. So, like,
so
hella videographers, engineers, like, everybody in Seattle that, like, I knew, or, like, even if I didn't know you, like, if you vouch for this dude, all right, cool, pull up. Oh, you know this chick? Oh, fire. I met Liv through that. Like, a bunch of dope female rappers, too. Like, shit was fun, though.
It was just energy. How many songs were made that weekend?
I think 60 to 80, like, not finished songs, but, like, half-baked. Some were done. Some had, like, 30 verses, 20 verses, 10 verses. Like, we had to go through, like, trimming down all this shit. We had the Hitters one. That had, like, 15 verses on that shit.
It's crazy.
It was a 10-minute song. I trimmed it down to, like, I feel like we trimmed it down to the best, like, 3 minutes,
That's crazy.
It was a lot of, I actually like that part of it. Like, that was, like, the producer side of me, the music side of me. Like, it was fun to kind of pick which songs worked and which songs made it. And I don't know. I like that part.
Was there a specific goal on, like, the number of tracks that you would put out? Or was it just kind of like...
At first, it was going to be a mixtape.
Oh, okay.
But, like, that's beforehand. And then you see, like, oh, shit, this music's actually really fucking good. Like, we should put this out.
Yeah.
For real. So I was like, how do we get this shit on Spotify? Let's get this shit on streaming so people can really enjoy it and it could be around forever,
And so it's coming out, right? By the time this interview drops, it'll already be out.
Yep, July 9th. That's when the full project drops. Crazy to even say that. It's been like 18 months of like struggle just get this shit going. But man, we made it happen.
Let's talk a little bit about that though. Like in terms of getting this made with so many artists, man, there has to be like a lot of just
so much drama, bro. Like
drama or
people pulling out like the last minute, people charging for verses last minute. Like, I'm like, this is supposed to be just something, I'm just like, here's a room, do some shit. Like, let's make, like, I'm just like putting people together and making something happen. That's all it was. Like, it doesn't have to be so serious.
What has been like the biggest hurdle for you to overcome for like to come out with the Seattle sessions? Was it like, I don't know, getting the contract signed?
Coronavirus, bro. Like
coronavirus.
A lot of people in Seattle work jobs, bro. Like, it's hard to find time unless there's a check, You're just nights and weekends trying to figure out like, oh, I need to get this guy's verse mixed. I need to get this song mixed. I need to get that beat, the stems from that. And like, every inquiry or whatever, it takes like 2 weeks. So like,
oh man,
you hit this guy, it's 2 weeks. All right, I'm gonna try this one and just keep the ball rolling on 20 plus songs.
Right.
At first it was gonna be 30 plus, and then I was like, trying to split it like deluxe, whatever. But like, we got the best 22 songs. I feel like
a lot of work, man. So 22 songs total.
22 songs on the project.
I bet it feels so good, right? All the work you put in, it's coming out.
Yeah, for
really
sure.
Soon.
It's crazy.
Are you going to be doing more events post the release, like more performances from?
We did the release party. That was a success in my book. Like, it was packed out and everyone got to perform the songs. Like, we performed all the hype shit and it was a fun moment.
That's dope.
I'll do that again. That was a good time. No, I think that's it. We might do a couple music videos, but other than that, like, it's done.
What's the name of the project?
Seattle Sessions Volume 1.
Seattle Sessions Volume 1. July 9th.
July 9th, baby.
All right, cool.
You can stream the first 4 songs. We just dropped a couple singles, like, just to give a taste, like, give that shit its shine, I feel like you don't want to just drop everything at once and hope for the best. Like, we kind of rolled it out a little bit.
And it'll be out everywhere, right? Spotify.
Yeah, Spotify, Apple Music, all the title, all the big shit.
There we go.
Yes, sir.
There it is.
So these are the 4 singles that you have put out right now.
Yeah.
I really been digging 2025, man.
Yeah, man. That's got to bounce. King Lee's is crazy.
Yeah. You guys really went off on this one. So yeah, July 9th, the Seattle Sessions will be out. 22 tracks. All from artists from Seattle, man. Super excited
Seattle
to hear
producers, engineers, musicians, videographers, you name it.
I bet you feel like Frodo at the last movie with the ring where he just dumps it into the fire.
Yeah, bro, I uploaded it and it was like, there it is. Nice knowing you. We made it happen. All that shit, the whole journey.
That's cool, man. I want to ask you about Diamonds Dancing.
Yeah.
What is Diamonds Dancing?
Diamonds Dancing was just like my platform, for my music videos and, just putting a shine on Seattle. Like, I feel like there's a lot of hidden gems, like, the diamond play on words, whatever. Like, I just feel like there's so much talent in Seattle and there's no one, like, nobody knows how to market. Nobody knows how to, like, not saying I do, but like, I'm going to figure it out. It's literally just trying to shine light on people,
Got you. That's cool. What's your goal with it moving forward?
I just want to do more events like Seattle Sessions, Seattle Cyphers, like things like that. I just love the in-house content, build it up from there.
That's cool. What are some of your other goals moving forward? Anything else that you want to branch into? New avenues, maybe?
I don't know. That's a great question. I feel like I've just been bogged down by the session shit for so long.
Yeah, I feel that.
I don't have any other plans really.
Maybe just relax a little bit.
Yeah, I might take a couple days off, sleep a little bit.
Are you still rapping? Do you still plan on releasing more music?
I make music for fun now. Like, I don't even want to release it. Like, it's just for me, bumping in the whip, like, for the friends, whatever. Like,
I feel that.
It's fun. It's therapeutic.
I'll pull something up.
Yeah, that's the newest shit on YouTube.
You came out with another one recently where you recorded it entirely, I think you said in one take, right? You were just sitting in front of the TV.
Yeah, so I shot like the night before, and then I went to, Ivan the barber, right?
Yeah.
That's my barber. So I like I looked all scruffy at the nighttime shots, and I was like, I thought that was the end of the video. I was just gonna put it out like that, and then he got me looking good. Right? I was like, man, what if I did like a before and after type of thing, like a day and night, like, like when you're down bad and it's nighttime and you're like stressing and depressed, whatever, going through your doubts and shit. Like,
right.
let me be the opposite. Like, what would that be? I'd be drinking tea. I'd be reading a book. I'd be looking good, like working out. Like, I was like, oh man, this shit turned out fire. Yeah. Like, originally it wasn't like that. I was just like, I'm just gonna do the nighttime depressing shit, but it was cool.
Trying to see if I can pull it up right now. I might be going too far.
Yeah, no, scroll back up. I think it's see that one where I'm sitting on the left?
It's
Yeah.
right here.
No,
Oh, right here.
there.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
It's like
you're getting your
just the full
meditation.
video. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. You be meditating if you're feeling good.
man.
Like,
It's not on YouTube though. It's only on your.
no, I
IG?
should have. I forgot to even upload it. I just realized people don't even like click the link anymore, bro. Like,
Yeah.
let me just make it easy. It's right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should start doing that with our interviews too.
Yeah,
For sure. You know, IG like to post that shit, the algorithms and shit.
Yeah. I like the concept of it too, because I mean it feels simple, but the way the words that you're actually saying, and it's just kind of
It's like a visualizer.
in your head.
It's
Yeah.
dope.
for
Like a
sure.
monologue, right?
Yeah,
like you're
exactly.
talking to
Literally,
yourself.
like everyone goes through this. I feel like,
Oh, yeah.
as a creative, like, damn, like this shit is not easy.
All the worries, all the anxiety that you have going on.
For sure.
like,
Yeah, this is like the one I get so many DMs. Like, man, like I feel you. Like this shit's fire too. Like this is something I go through all the time.
That's dope.
I was playing this shit for myself. Like before it was out. Like I had it in my phone for months. So I would
You
just play it
felt
whenever
it.
I felt sad or whatever. Like it's like, oh shit. Like this is a musical version of how I feel when I'm going through this shit.
Cool, man.
yeah, no, that's dope, man. Yeah.
That's tight.
That's cool, man. Well, Chase, thank you, man. Thanks for coming on. You shared a lot of
Hell yeah.
gems here.
Appreciate y'all having
You
me.
know, we look forward to everything else that you got coming out. Seattle Sessions Volume 1 releasing July 9th.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you all for listening today. Subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram, and catch us next time.